Okay, readers. So we've been traveling with our characters up and down Story Mountain the past couple of days. We've paid close attention to how our characters react to the problems that they face throughout this Story Mountain. But today I want to tell you, did you know that the main character is not the only character in your story? Did you know that? Not the only one who's there. I just realized my camera is recording the wall over there, so we'll move that real quick. Your main character is not the only character who's in the story. We also have characters called secondary characters. And we have a couple of them in Winn-Dixie that we're going to talk about for a moment. But it's not all about Opal, and it's not all about Winn-Dixie, is it? So today, I want to teach you that readers pay close attention to how the secondary characters in a story help the main character along his or her journey. How many people have a friend? Oh, we all do. We have classmates, right? So we all have friends that go with us on a journey. You have moments where you interact with them and you talk to them and they help you through things. So we as readers ask ourselves, why is this character in the story? How does this character support the main character on my journey? So I want to talk about a couple secondary characters. Today we're going to consider what roles they play in our story Winn-Dixie. So I already went ahead and I wrote a couple of them down. I want to try to get through 1, 2, or 3 of them because that will be your task as you're reading today. So I want to start with Gloria, our pal Gloria Dump. So I'm going to read you. We're going to refresh because this is one of our reading strategies, going back in the text to refresh. So as I'm reading, afterwards I'm going to talk aloud about how is she helping my main character in the story. So let me just read these couple of pages that have Gloria Dump in them. And the whole time I was talking, Gloria Dump was listening. She was nodding her head and smiling and frowning and saying, and is that right? I could feel her listening with all her heart, and it felt good. You know what, she said when I was all done. What? Could be that you got more of your mama in you than just red hair and freckles and running fast. Really? I said. Like what? Like maybe you got her green thumb. The two of us could plant something and see how it grows. Test your thumb out. Okay, I said. What Gloria Dump picked for me to grow was a tree. Or she said it was a tree. To me it looked more like a plant. She had me dig a hole for it and put it in the ground and pat the dirt around it tight, like it was a baby and I was tucking it into bed. What kind of tree is it? I asked Gloria Dump. It's a wait-and-see tree, she said. What's that mean? It means you gotta wait for it to grow up before you know what it is. So these pages got me thinking that she's really giving Opal advice here. Thank you. I see probably like 6 or 7 people who are tracking the speaker. That's excellent 5th grade behavior, 5th grade roar behavior. So thank you to those couple of people. What she's doing is she's kind of giving Opal advice here. So to me, I'm thinking Gloria, she's kind of like a teacher, or she's kind of a mentor, because Opal's asking her questions and she's answering them and she's guiding her through kind of her journey. So I want to get to one more, Miss Franny, and I want you to turn and talk. So I'm going to read a quick excerpt, which is a piece of the text. And afterwards, I want you to turn and talk about what you think. So I'm going to read about Miss Franny. Winn-Dixie raised his head off his paws and looked back and forth between me and Miss Franny. He sat up and then showed Miss Franny his teeth. Well, now look at that, she said. That dog is smiling at me. It's a talent of his, I told her. It's a fine talent, Miss Franny said. A very fine talent. And she smiled back at Winn-Dixie. We could be friends, I said to Miss Franny. I mean, you and me and Winn-Dixie. We could all be friends. Miss Franny smiled even bigger. Why, that would be grand, she said. Just grand. When I say go, you're going to turn and talk. How is Miss Franny involved in Opal's journey? Who is she to Opal? Miss Franny, go ahead. Why do you say that? Finish up your thoughts. 3, 2, 1. Class, class?
Yes, yes.
Well, I saw like 7 people turn. I'm going to wait for 100%. Very nice. Who is Miss Franny to Opal? I'm going to call on somebody when I see 6 hands in the air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very nice. Asia, I'd love to hear from you.
Like this friend is like a printer because Miss Opal asked her to be a friend. Miss Fanny's like helping her to know more about mom.
Very nice. Thank you for sharing, and we are going to be done in just a second here. I'm not going to repeat what she said because as listeners, it's your responsibility to tracking our classmates as they speak as well to make sure that we're all getting the same information and respectfully and actively listening. So today and every day, as you're reading, as you're following characters through their journey up and down Story Mountain, pay attention to your secondary characters. We have a lot of them in there. And pay attention, who are they? Why are they in the story? What do they have to do with my main character? So as you're reading today, I would like you to pick out 1, 2, or 3. So at least 1. At least how many?
1,
But up to 3. Up to how many?
3.
Tell me, who are they? And what is their role in the story? Are they a teacher, a mentor? Are they a friend? Are they an enemy or a challenge? They could be. So we'll be looking for this in your reading notebook today. 1, 2, or 3 secondary characters. And who are they? What's their role? 1.